Welcome, Virgo. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I'm going to be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of April 2020. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do want to say a very special welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I'd love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm going to be using my Morgan Greer Tarot deck. To clarify, I will be using my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then Virgo, to close out your reading, I will be pulling a Chakra Oracle card. I hope you all are staying well. With me being a Virgo, I know how meticulous we can be. But at the same time, we're very practical. So I just want to say, I do hope, Virgo, actually anyone who's watching this, I do hope that you are staying well. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, one of the things you will notice about my readings is that I do read jumper cards, meaning sometimes you will see cards fly out of the deck, or sometimes you will see cards flip over. Those are the cards that I choose to read because I believe they do have a specific, message or something that we need to pay attention to. So what do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of April 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Virgo? Okay. All right, Virgo. Now, I'm kind of not surprised by the cards that we got here. As we move into the new month of April, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, but I think we kind of already expected that. And the thing is because we are going to kind of be stepping back from the usual, we're going to notice that things are going to start to come up and things are going to start to be questioned a lot. And that's going to be really apparent as we move into the first week of April. Now, let's take a look at what's showing up. We have the Hierophant, Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Star in reverse. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Swords in the upright position. Now, when I say we're going to start questioning things, it's because we're going to start to kind of shift our perspective in a lot of ways, especially as it relates to our finances and our money. We're starting to question if what we're doing right now is really the best thing for us. We're also starting to really feel like in some areas of our lives, we've kind of gone with the flow, and that may or may not give us the clarity we need, or maybe just the drive that we need in order to really advance our money, our careers, our lives to that next level. We have the Hierophant in reverse. Like I said, we're questioning certain beliefs, certain habits, certain thought patterns. Our belief system is coming into question. Now, we also see the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which means, we've been hurt by some people that we really trusted. Now, this could be in a personal or professional capacity, but we've been hurt by someone. But the good thing is that we've learned from it and we've been able to make some better decisions because of it. However, it still is making us feel a little bit shy when it comes to putting ourselves out there, taking risks, connecting with certain people, because now we just don't trust anyone. And we don't feel comfortable letting people in our inner circle because we have been burned before. Not that there's any justification to be a little bit more discerning, but at the same time, we're just not openly trusting just anyone. Now, we also have the Ten of Pentacles. This tells me that there was some type of a group or partnership or something that was something that you had planned to do, but it's not coming together for financial reasons. There was probably a project or some type of a job or maybe a business collaboration or something like that, but it's not necessarily coming together, and the reason is money. Now, we also have the Star card in the reverse. We have to be very careful, Virgos. And I'm not surprised that this card showed up, especially with the current climate of our wellness, health, viruses, all that stuff. Virgos are very meticulous. Like I said, we are very particular about our surroundings. We're very particular about keeping ourselves, in order, clean, practical. But the Star card showing up in the reverse means that we do need to pay attention to our health. Now, this could be something minor or it could be something major. It all depends on how it relates or resonates with you. But the Star card in reverse means pay attention to your health the first week of April. Just be very, very careful with, what you're eating, making sure you're getting enough sleep, and also be very, very careful with your mental health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. Now, the good thing is we have the Wheel of Fortune here, which means despite all of these changes and all of these kind of questions that we have, especially as it relates to our money, it's going to work out in our favor in a surprising way. The Wheel of Fortune is a very, very lucky card. Now, it's a lucky card because it means that something literally unexpectedly shifts, turns around, things happen surprisingly, and it's surprisingly overwhelmingly good. Now, you can look for signs of that in that first week of April. It's going to be something where you feel you're in the right place at the right time, or you happen to be presented with an opportunity that you can fully take advantage of, and that will be profitable either in the short and or long term. Now, we also have the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords means, Virgos, we're going to have to start making some decisions. Now, some of the decisions we have been procrastinating on. The decisions can also be something work-related is what I'm really getting a strong sense of, is that you're going to have to decide if you want to continue on in the current line of work that you're doing. And I'm not surprised because, again, we're starting to question a lot of things. And we have to decide, especially now with everyone working from home and people being, either having to quit their job, being laid off, whatever the case may be, you're really starting to question, is this what I want to do long term for a career? Is this what I want to do for my profession? Am I doing the work that totally fulfills me and satisfies me? You're going to actually be called to kind of answer that for yourself, especially this first week of April. You're really going to be questioning your work, and you're really going to be considering other options. Okay, so what else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Virgo? What do we need to know for Virgo? All right, Virgo. So as we move into that second week of April, just know that you're going to be going through a lot of ups and downs. You're really going to be taking a step back. And you're also going to be separating yourself from people, circumstances, events. Now, I'm not surprised that I see that showing up, considering the current climate that we're in as, a nation and throughout the world. But for Virgos, this is going to be not only physically separating yourself from the masses, but it's also like you're disconnecting yourself from your peers, maybe some family members too. That's really speaking to me, this Four of Swords here. Again, it's you taking a step back, and it's you taking a step back for your own benefit. Now we have the King of Wands here. This tells me that there's going to be a lot of instability when it comes to your work and it comes to your finances. Just kind of be prepared, because there's going to be some things that you can control, but there's going to be some things that are out of your control. Now, because there's going to be so much change and so many things shifting and things just feeling kind of all out of sorts, it's going to be an opportunity for you, Virgo, to kind of tap into that energy and benefit from it, either in a short-term or a long-term way. And I say that because it's right next to the Empress card. Now, the Empress card is all about new ideas, growth, flourishing. It could mean pregnancy on some level or in some way, creativity, really just, pursuing a passion project that you nurture and you work towards and you really devote a lot of your creative energy towards. Now, that's going to be something that's definitely going to take you far, Virgo, and it's going to take you to that next level. However, you just have to be careful, because you are going to have your hands full. You probably are going to have several projects going on at once, or you're just going to be managing a lot of things. Now, the good thing is that this is going to, support your money flow and your income flow. I say that because we have the Three of Pentacles right here. It means that you're being recognized for your creative talents and for your skills and your abilities and your experience. However, it's not something that you necessarily want to keep doing. I see this in the reverse position, and that's telling me that even though you have a lot of skills or a lot of experience doing one thing, your heart is pushing you in a different direction. You're not fulfilled just kind of to keep going on the same path that you've been on. You really want to branch out and do something different, or you want to expand what you're currently doing. You want more fulfillment, you want more money, and you are going to have that. However, in the second week of April, you're really going to feel like you have to make a change, but you just don't know where to start. Okay, and like I said, you're going to be feeling a lot of instability, but it's temporary, it's not long term, but it is going to move you in a direction that will make you much happier and will ultimately bring you more money. But now let's go ahead and clarify and see what else we can find out for you, Virgo. All right, so what else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? For the month of April 2020. All right. Now, this is more cards than I was expecting, but hey, I'm just going to roll with it because I do feel like some big changes are coming our way. Okay, and let me make sure. Okay, nothing is cut off, but we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. We also have the Four of Wands, Six of Swords reverse, and then all of these upright, the Fool, Cups, the Tower, and the King of Swords. But let's go ahead and start with the Knight of Pentacles. We're going to get some new information as it relates to our money and our finances. Things are also going to be moving very quickly in that third week of April. And that's kind of exciting because things have kind of been dragging the first half of April. But when we move into the third week of April, we're going to see a lot of changes. And we're also going to see that some of our plans that we had get disrupted. I say that because I see these two cards here. So if you were planning a trip, if you were planning to go away on a vacation, or maybe if you were planning to, go to an event or something like that, it's probably going to be canceled. But again, I'm not surprised to see that, considering the state of, the way things are right now. I'm really not surprised to see that. So Virgo, if you had any plans, either in the second half of April or plans that you had to confirm in the second half of April, those plans most likely will not happen. It's not because there's something, that you did to prevent it from happening, but it's just the current circumstances and where we are. And also too, I also feel that you're going to actually, excuse me, change your mind about something. You're going to change your mind about going somewhere, doing something, participating in something, or being involved in something. Because you realize it just doesn't benefit you. And because you're kind of rearranging your plans, it's giving you more time and more opportunity to pursue this new project that could be in the works for you. Something that will actually give you money very, very quickly. And so you're kind of more concerned about that than you are about whatever plans you had, which is, totally understandable. Now we have the Fool here. Excuse me. And that's all about you going in a brand new direction. So I wouldn't be surprised, Virgo, if in the second half of April, you decide that you are ready to kind of pursue something new, something different, something that's just going to be a lot more enjoyable and profitable for you. You are going to get some news and information, especially as it relates to your money and your finances. Also, this is going to be good news, okay? But the interesting thing is we do have the Tower here, which means that you're going to have to really, literally break something down in order to kind of move yourself to the next level in a new direction and create a brand new start for yourself. Now, this could be a little bit painful or it could be a little bit challenging, but it's not something that can't be done because right next to it, we have the King of Swords, which means Virgo, with your practical nature and sometimes with your very direct energy, you're really able to kind of cut something off, push it aside or let it go and move forward. And you are going to have that opportunity, especially as it relates to money and finances and or career. So you do have some good news coming your way. You are going to have to make some massive changes though. You're really going to have to literally cut something off, tear something down, remove something completely, cut it off all the way so you can make room for this new growth, this new cycle of your life that is definitely starting to show up in this time in April. But I do want to get some more clarity on this because I'm very curious. And like I said, with me being a Virgo, I can totally see this little situation here. But again, it's not anything to worry about. It's just that things finally start. It's like things get to the point to where they can't be ignored anymore. Okay. So if you are ready to start a business, if you are ready to kind of move from a job, from a relationship, from a circumstance, you're going to have to do it and you're going to have to go through the uncomfortableness of doing it. But the good thing is that it's going to pay off, and it's going to pay off in more ways than one. So what else do we need to know for the sign of Virgo? Yep. As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2020. What do we need to know for the sign of Virgo as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of April 2020? All right, Virgo. So, I don't want you to be concerned, Virgo, about your money or about your job or your career. However, I do want you to be concerned about some of the people who may be around you. Now, Virgos are very discerning. Virgos are very methodical. And we're also very It's like we're okay being left alone. That's not a problem for us. However, I do see that you are going to be separated in a way that is going to kind of give you a feeling of, I want to say, not really confidence, but it's like a security feeling. It's almost like you're more comfortable alone than you are in a group. And that makes sense to me, like I said, because I'm a Virgo too. But when I see this Knight of Wands in the reverse, it's really about you kind of doing your own thing. It's about you kind of being closed off as a result of the circumstances that are going on in April. But it's also kind of a rewarding position to be in, because you don't find that a problem. Other people would find that, to be kind of scary. But Virgo, you're very confident by yourself. You don't need a lot of people to validate who you are or what you're doing. And this is going to serve you well, especially as it relates to your money. Why? Because we've got the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles, she's all about knowing what to do, timing, education, especially as it relates to financial literacy. She's all about kind of studying the trends, really studying and reading the reports about money, watching the news, watching the forecast, and she makes really good decisions. Sometimes she has to defend her decisions, or she has to defend her place and really validate what she's doing and how she's doing it. But it's not because she doesn't know. It's because she's confident, and she knows that, she may have to kind of, maybe move some things around here, maybe save a little bit more, maybe invest a little bit more here. But that's what the message is that I'm getting for you, Virgo, is that you're going to have to kind of shift things around a lot in April. You're going to have to maybe save a little bit more, but you're going to totally be okay. And you're going to be confident, and you're going to be strong, because this is mostly a period of growth for you. April is going to be a time where you can really just kind of make decisions and then take action on those decisions. Now, we also have the Ten of Swords. Remember, we saw the Ten of Swords up here. And that's why I'm saying, you're going to have to be careful with who's around you, okay? Because there is someone who may not necessarily be trustworthy, and someone who could be trying to maybe sabotage the situation on some level. However, I think you may already kind of know who or what this situation is, Virgo. You're just going to have to be careful, because as we close out the month of April, you're going to be a lot better off working solo. I'll just say it that way, because there's going to be someone or something in your situation or in your circumstance that's not necessarily for you. But again, Virgo, you're totally okay with that. You know how to handle this. And it's going to be something that you just work through. It's not going to be something surprising, because like I said, I have a feeling you already know what this situation is or who this person is. We have the moon here that tells me that there's more information that you just don't know yet. So don't make any serious decisions, okay? Just be very, very careful with what you decide and how you make those decisions, because you don't have the whole story just yet. You don't have all of the information just yet. Now, we also have the Five of Swords here. Again, this is you walking away, Virgo, and being very actually content with doing so. It's not something that's, devastating. It's not emotionally negative for you. You walk away and you're fine. So Virgo, throughout the month of April, it's going to be a very interesting month. You're going to see a lot of ups and downs. However, you do have luck on your side. You also have the opportunity to pursue some new projects, which is going to actually give you new streams of income. And you also have a new, you're going in a new direction that's going to be much more fulfilling, and it's going to make you much happier in the long term. But you are going to have to, kind of let go of some things. You're going to have to literally cut something out. You're going to have to be careful with the people you're around, and you're really going to have to trust your own inner guidance and your own instincts throughout the month of April. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Chakra Oracle card. Oh, we've got the crown chakra, aura debris. I think that's how you say that. But yes, let's focus on the crown chakra for the month of April. I think this is good too because this really kind of puts us in that more methodical mindset. You know, it's about making calculated decisions and really seeing the whole picture and really thinking things through and not being swayed by emotions, but we are trusting our own logic and our own inner wisdom. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. All right, Virgo, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.